Ah, the smell of coffee. Smell that cup and wake up.
So good day, folks. This is Bob. This is a special kind of broadcast. Coffee smells good on this cold day. Today, it's about this broadcast is special. It's not about politics. It's not about geopolitics. But it's about what I think, the way I think about what's happening in India, and why I find a lot of my folks with a similar background who've been divided between, as you all know, as politics has divided us all. So when I think about this, right, I'm thinking about why it started with a comment made with a friend of mine who was talking about China. And somebody mentioned that Rahul is saying that China, there will be a war with China, China will attack us. And the gentleman who kind of went to college with us, we've been friends since then, said that Rahul's an idiot. And then I went back to another comment that was made in 2014, 2015, where everything was just about being put into place, and I made a comment about how I didn't like this government. And that guy jumped and said, hey, does that mean you love the Congress and you love the Rahul Gandhi? And it wasn't like that. You know, you were against the Congress if it did something wrong. And it's a matter of liberal. And you know, when you think about it, I think about it. For me, what is it? It's about liberal politics. It's about the right to choose. It's about the right to eat what you want. It's about the right to wear what you want. It's the right to have freedom of speech in the true sense. Now, the question is, why do I think like that, and why a lot of my kind of people don't think the same way as I do, right? So I went back, right? I went back to maybe it was my school, right? We were in a very liberal Lawrence School, Sonar, and I thought almost all of us were secular, right? To my horror, that was not the case. As soon as this government came in, you saw that a lot of us were driven by this majoritarian politics, right? About a Hindu Rashtra, and Modi was going to save our religion. I'm not saying religion from what? The 85% of this country. Who are we going to save ourselves from? Was my first question. Then I thought maybe it was because of the way I was brought up. My dad was in the armed forces. My father's regiment had all the three priests. I mean, the Sikh priest, the Hindu priest, the Muslim priest, and all of them were present, right? And you said maybe it was that. But again, to my horror, I found when you had the same combination, Senar military, again you had a lot of people who are still driven by majoritarianism. Then I thought maybe it was because I went to the United States, where the principles of democracy and freedom were driven deep into my being.
I find that maybe now when you put all these three together, you have a situation that you may find why a lot of us that have gone to the United States, there's still some oddballs out there who kind of think that, the Vedic India was be all and end all of everything. But hey, it's a challenge. I never felt threatened in the United States. And we're talking about the 83s, right? I mean, I had self-confidence, and confidence was from where I was from, right? I made it to the top very quickly at a very young age. And I didn't see any impediments in where I was, right? So it's got to do with self-confidence. You can't constantly live in this dilemma, or the British were our rulers, or the Mughals were our rulers. At the end of the day, whoever wins a war, and the spoils go to the victor, right? It's the loser can lose it all. Doesn't matter, right? But so here's the thing, right? I feel I've been following the Bharat Jodo Yatra, right? And I've been exhilarated by what I've seen. But as I had said, the mainline media had completely kept it off the front pages. till it got to Delhi, folks. And then you had a situation, you had a run up to this. Rahul, China applying Russia's Ukraine principle with India, came into the pages. He was talking to none other than, what's his name, Kamal Hassan. No one can take an inch at China border, says Shah. Now that's a big lie. Modi spent crores to defame me, Rahul, and this is the reality for everybody who's a sane thinking person. Army's bravery in Tawan, Galwan unmatched, says Rajnath. Rahul speaking China's language, lowering morale of troops, BJP. That's not. Telling the truth is not. Hiding the truth, in fact, is insulting India's soldier. Expel Rahul for remarks on said BJP tells Congress. That's really funny. Yangtze in Arunachal is fully secure, says Riju. Riju is letting his state down, let me tell you, and India. Opening shop of love and market of hatred, Rahul at Alwar rally, and it's an unbelievable rally. Why DMK is happy with Kamal Hassan in Yatra, Party, Parivar or Khandan, and now finally Eco Times can't get itself out of its knickers. Hindustan Times brings it on the front pages. Bharat Jodo capital in Rahul takes aim at BJP. Guess what? Times of India brings it out. Walked with 2,800 kilometers, haven't seen any hate, says Rahul. Indian Express brings it on. BJP spreading hate via TV. 24-hour Hindu Muslim is aired, says Rahul. Times of India the next day. Amit Shah, Rahul back on road with Bharat Jodo. In riot hit areas, March strikes a chord. He's hit UP and RLD is being forced to come on board, right? And Yatra enters UP. Rahul gets blessing from Ayodhya priest, right? But eventually Ayodhya priest was also running around in circles, right? RLD steps away from opposition. Ally SP ranks to join Bharat Jodo Yatra in UP's Bagpat. Then today, VHP's Champat Rai praises Rahul for Bharat Jodo Yatra. So folks, I am exhilarated. And all of you must watch this. Must watch 10 to 15 minutes. I had a similar argument, interesting with my schoolmate, who on the other hand is reasonable and listens to reason. And I had said that, look, what is it? I mean, he also said the same thing, oh, that Rahul, but not Rahul being the head or whatever. Maybe Rahul will surprise us like Sonia Gandhi, he won't want to become the Prime Minister. But the point of the matter is, you don't know him. We haven't spoken to him. All we've heard is WhatsApp gibberish. And we think we know everything. It's time we gave the man his due. He's walked 2,800 kilometers. And remember, what are we all about? What are we all? At the end of the day, it's about what we are. Are we a liberal personality who thinks about others, thinks about freedom of choice, or are we a majoritarian individual who just thinks that to protect our religion is the only way India is going to go forward? 3 cheers and Jai Hind.